Welcome, Adam Bazalgette here, founder of Scratch Golf Academy. Today's subject's a good one: golf swing tempo drills for a consistent, repeatable and powerful golf swing. Who doesn't want that? I'll show you three things. The first two are really obstacles to good tempo, give you some thoughts as to how to overcome those, and then a great tempo drill involving a wonderful piece of equipment to help you with it. Anybody can get it, it's free, and I think that'll really help you. Or briefly, if you're new to the channel, maybe you've watched our videos before, but you've never subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you would. Helps us build momentum. There's a little red bell there too. If you hit that, you'll be notified every time a new video is coming your way. Thanks a lot. So first thing on my list in terms of good tempo, getting the very swing started properly. That really bedevils people, and when they get off to a jerky, poor start in their golf swing, it affects them a lot. So this doesn't just happen in a vacuum. If you've got a crummy grip that creates a lack of ability to hinge it or all sorts of tension, maybe your balance is bad, etc., those things are certainly going to have an effect. So we'll assume those for a moment. But to me, there's three things you really want to look into when you look at a good start to the golf swing. Number one, engage your body a little bit. People are so guilty of just taking the club away like that. So we're not talking about some huge turn or move off the ball, just a little engagement, a little feel through the body here, and marry that in with the start of the golf club. That goes a long way towards getting you off on the right foot. The next thing I see people do, hold the club if it's in front of you. How heavy is that golf club? Not very heavy. Now, I'll grant you, at top speed down around impact, when it's flying at 80 plus miles an hour and cracking into the turf, a little bit different then. But as you start the golf swing, just play around with it and say, hey, how heavy is this thing? How much tension do I need? You need a little bit of structure. You need some firmness in your arms and some grip pressure, but getting to an appropriate tension level, again, you'll have to work on that. Very, very important. The last thing on my little list of three in terms of getting off to a good start in the backswing: routine. Now, Dr. Bob Rotella, as I understand it, was very big that his players could look at the hole as many times as they want, but once they got back to looking at the ball that last time, not too much time spent before they go. So you want a consistent routine, whether or not that's exactly what you do, so that the final time you waggle or shuffle your feet, there's just a certain amount of time and you're gone. Once you're used to it, it just runs itself and it calms the mind. Okay, I've got a fun little trainer drill for you, if you like, coming up. But first, let me touch on point number two I want to make, and that is simplicity of swing makes a lot of difference in tempo. Let me hit a ball, see how I can do in this category here. Felt reasonably good. Let me just show you very briefly a pro versus maybe a typical swing and some of the pitfalls you'll run into, then we'll get out and work on it. On the left, we have Aaron Baddeley as a youngster, two-time Australian winner, Open back in those days. Let's put a circle around his glove there and where it will wind up at the top. Watch this for simplicity. You just can't get it from one spot to the other with much more simplicity and efficiency than that. Now, many players, and the guy on the right's by no means a terrible offender in this area, but for many players, the club goes all over the place. It's over here initially, then it has to be lifted to get up to the top. Then, of course, it's going to tend to change path coming down. And once you introduce all those different things in there, the flow of the swing can get put off a little bit. How about a situation like this? Here's a golfer with a grip that doesn't really let him hinge or square the face very easily. So this golfer senses he's going to hit it off to the right with that open face and sort of thrusts the club down there, trying to cover the shot and get it to start more to the left. Those sorts of things will knock off your tempo. So what I see most often with people, they snatch the club back their hands, the club head's too involved, it gets out of position one way or the other, and then they're sort of scrambling after that. Now, we looked at the takeaway a little bit at the beginning of this video. Not going to camp out on it, but if you can engage your body a bit and have fairly passive hands and just start out, that's a good start. But basically, you've got to find a way to make it feel nice and simple. Here's a little drill I think would be really good for you. I would try it without a ball first, and then with a ball on a tee on a short iron. I'm about to try it with neither, but let's see. Here's how it goes. You pre-hinge the club and then stop. Don't lift your arms, pre-hinge it, stop, and then don't take the club away. Just leave it hinged in front of you. All you do is make a pivot and swing through. You start to feel, because really that's all your wrists are doing is just hinging if you do it properly. You start to feel how little amount of movement, how simple, if you like, this thing could potentially feel. So let's get in there. There's our pre-hinge, pivot, go. I hit that just a little heavy, but actually pretty good outcome. You try it without a ball first. You'll start to feel, you know what, I could dash out some good tempo on that drill because it's so simple. The club's where it is, bang, and I'm on the ball. Let's move on. That felt like fairly good tempo. Okay, got something really fun for you here. I hope you've enjoyed the free videos I've put out for you over the years here at Scratch Golf Academy. Now have something else free for you. It's the Scratch Golf Academy app, and it has a tempo trainer for your full swing. It's been discovered in the world of golf, was put forth many years ago, that great players swing in a 3-to-1 tempo. That is to say, it took 3 times longer to get to the top of the backswing than it took to return to the golf ball. But they did it in different tempo settings. That's exactly what happens. Let me show you this close up, and I'll show you how you can have some fun with this tempo trainer. Well, there's the full swing tempo trainer. We've got putting tempo, we've got green reading, warm-up videos. All of these come with instructional material that's free to you to show you not only how to use them, but how to get the most out of making the proper selections to customize it for yourself. So let's have a look at our full swing tempo trainer. We'll get rid of the instructional video. 18-6, 21-7, 24-8, and 27-9. Different paces, different rhythms, all on that 3-to-1. Okay, for me personally, I find the 24-8 setting works about well. That sort of fits my natural style. Very important, I'm going to tune this up and demonstrate it for you. In the beginning, don't be too mental about it. Don't try to guess every count. In fact, I wouldn't even pay attention to the second intermediate beat. I just have a feeling when to start and a sense of when impact is. Don't try too hard and think too much. Let it come to you over a period of balls. Let me turn this on. That was pretty much on the money there. That felt good to me in terms of that. By the way, there's a silent mode. You can put the phone down and it will pulsate for you there. Camp out with it a little bit without thinking too much till you're finding takeaway and impact. Once you're comfortable with that, start to notice this second beat top of the backswing. A couple of big benefits. First off, when you're playing golf, good tempo, even if your swing isn't perfect, good tempo is like oil in the engine of a car. It keeps you going, keeps you hitting decent shots. Secondly, just the mental picture of the tempo. I can count this thing to myself now in my own mind. I've done it so many times. It quiets your mind and gets it off the technique a little bit. And as I've shown you in this video, it's a twofold marriage. Technique helps tempo, but tempo and a calm mind helps smooth out technique. So hang in there with these things. I hope you'll get this app, help yourself out. It's free to you, you'll enjoy it, and I know if you develop better tempo, you will benefit from it. You'll have more fun, you'll play better.